Just announced. Princess Leonor to wed Prince Christian this September. Would stunned. The world expected a future queen to move slowly, carefully, and guarded. But today, something extraordinary has changed. A love story once whispered in royal corridors has broken into the open, shattering centuries of expectation. And the date, this September, has stunned both Spain and Denmark. Why now? Why them? And what does this mean for two royal families with histories bound by duty, tradition, and unspoken rivalry? Imagine the setting. The Spanish royal palace, buzzing with advisors, courtiers, and press officers scrambling to contain the news. The Danish palace, dignified and reserved, suddenly thrust into a spotlight that feels heavier than ever. And at the center, Leonor and Christian. Not just royals. Not just heirs. Two young souls daring to turn history into something deeply personal. But what truly stuns the world isn't only the date. It's the speed, the courage, and the choice. September feels impossibly close. So close that people ask, how could such a monumental decision be kept secret until now? And yet, this is not a secret rushed. It is a story long prepared, a path quietly walked, step by step, shielded from the public until it could no longer be hidden. For years, whispers tied Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark. Shared glances at official gatherings. Side conversations during royal dinners. A warmth that those who noticed dismissed as youthful politeness. But perhaps those whispers were more. Perhaps they were fragments of a story quietly writing itself. What does this marriage mean for Spain? For Denmark? For Europe itself? A union of two powerful dynasties, bound not by treaties, but by love. Yet in royal circles, love is never simple. Every embrace carries a shadow of diplomacy. Every vow carries the weight of centuries. And Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, knows this better than anyone. Her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, are said to be both proud and cautious. Proud that their daughter has found love in a world where marriages are often strategic, careful, and cold. But cautious, because with love comes exposure, and with exposure comes danger. Will Leonor's reign one day be strengthened by this bond, or challenged by it? On the Danish side, Queen Mary and Crown Prince Frederik reportedly welcomed the news with quiet joy. They see in Leonor not just a royal, but a kindred spirit to Christian, someone who understands the pressures of duty and the isolation of destiny. But the Danish monarchy, like the Spanish, knows that unions this bold attract critics as easily as admirers. Already, voices rise. Some celebrate, calling it a fairy tale reborn in the modern age. A queen and a prince, united by choice rather than arrangement. Others whisper of timing, politics, and hidden agendas. Why September? Why so suddenly? Could there be reasons beyond love? And if so, will the public ever know the full story? But let us step closer. Let us leave the politics behind for a moment. Picture Leonor, standing in a private chamber, looking at the engagement ring that binds her to Christian. Picture the quiet smile on her lips, the glow in her eyes. Picture Christian, rehearsing words not for a press statement, but for Leonor herself, words that speak not of treaties or alliances, but of love. These moments, unseen, are what make this story real. As the announcement spreads, reactions pour in across the world. In Spain, streets buzz with pride and disbelief. Some cheer, calling it the dawn of a new era for the monarchy. Others wonder if Leonor, at such a young age, is prepared for the weight of both marriage and monarchy. In Denmark, the people embrace the romance, but also question what it means for their own future king. The press calls it historic. The people call it unexpected. But everyone calls it unforgettable. And here is where the story deepens. Because every question answered leads to another. If the wedding is in September, where will it be held? Will Spain host the union, as a signal of strength for Leonor's future crown? Or will Denmark, with its quiet elegance, take the honor? Or perhaps both nations will merge traditions, creating a wedding that symbolizes not just love, but unity across borders. And what of Infanta Sofia, Leonor's sister? What role will she play? Already the world imagines her standing proudly beside Leonor, bridging the line between royal duty and sisterly love. Sofia has long been Leonor's anchor, her confidant, her shadow in times of pressure. In September, she may take on a role not just of support, but of symbol, a younger royal proving that family, above all, remains unshaken. And Christian. What does this marriage mean for him? He has lived with the knowledge that one day he will be king of Denmark. But now, he is stepping into a union that binds him not only to a woman, but to a nation. Spain will look at him not as an outsider, but as the chosen partner of their queen. He must navigate not only love, but loyalty. And in doing so, he shapes his own legacy. There is tension, too. Behind palace walls, advisors debate. Some warn of risks, political friction, cultural clashes, the inevitable scrutiny of media hungry for flaws. Others argue that this is the very step monarchy needs, a reminder that royals are human, that love is as powerful as protocol. Which side is right? Only time will tell. And so, the curiosity deepens. What kind of wedding will this be? A grand spectacle, with heads of state and crowns glittering under cathedral lights. Or a more intimate affair, signaling a modern shift away from excessive grandeur. Each possibility carries meaning, each choice a message to the world. This September wedding is more than a date on the calendar. It is a turning point. A story where tradition meets defiance, where love meets duty, where two young heirs step into a spotlight brighter than any before. And as the day approaches, one question remains above all: will this love, so bold and unexpected, stand the test of time? The world waits. The palaces prepare. And somewhere, far from the cameras, Leonor and Christian hold hands, knowing that their story has only just begun. Because this isn't just a royal wedding. It is a declaration. A message to Spain, to Denmark, to the world, that crowns may weigh heavy, but love can carry it all. And when September comes, history will not just be written. It will